हाय दिस इज प्रियंका यू आर वाचिंग इट सिंपल। आज की वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं क्लास 7th के चैप्टर 9 के बारे में। बाइसिकल इन गुड रिपेयर। द कॉमन मैन्स कार इज अ bicycle as it is the cheapest mode of conveyance and transport, but it is needed to be kept in a proper working order. Once the narrator's friend suggests to go for a long ride on the bicycle and the narrator agreed to it. They decided to go on a lovely day, but on the decided day his friend arrived late. His friend then examined the bicycle, lifted its front wheel and shook it hard, and then finally declared that the bicycle's front wheel moved from side to side. The narrator did not have any faith in his friend's action and comments, but he did not have the strength to oppose his friend. The narrator's friend even said that the bicycle was a defective one and he asked for a hammer to repair it. By the time the author returned with the needed tools, his friend had already taken out the bicycle's wheel and the rest of the bicycle's part lay on the path. Then the man's attention went down to bearing, and all the protest of the narrator fell on deaf ears, and he let out many tiny balls on the path. Both the men took half an hour just to find one of those balls, and so finally, when they recovered it, the narrator kept all those balls in his hat at the doorstep to keep them safely. His friend then started tackling the bicycle's chain and either made it too tight or too loose. Then he turned his attention towards the gearbox. As soon as he opened the box, he lost the screws. The narrator felt helpless when all this mischief was going on. Thus, he let his friend have his own way. When it was time to get the front wheel back between the fork, because of a sort of regular warfare, then suddenly the man became aware of the fact that he had forgotten to put the balls which were rolling in the middle of the path. The narrator's friend was of such a good and cheerful nature that he started laughing. He then put lesser balls in front of the wheel, and thus it started wobbling more than ever, and so started reflecting it again with the gearbox. The bicycle had a will of its own, and it had enough mischief for the day. It refused to cooperate with the man who was bullying it. Then there was a regular fight between the machine and the man. The man struggled with the bicycle until, according to him, the work was complete, and he started looking tired and dirty and was bleeding. Thus, the narrator took him to the back of the kitchen to clean himself.